How in the can I figure out what is the right mortgage rate online? We're going to talk about that next. Hey, this is Ryan Skaggs with the Mortgage Minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. This channel is dedicated to everything mortgage, real estate, and interest rates. Before we dive into those interest rates, check out the link below. I've got the average 30-year fixed according to Freddie Mac down there in the description. While you're down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe, click that bell icon to be notified as I'm putting out weekly videos on the channel. Thank you so much. So while you're on that link onto Freddie Mac, please know Freddie Mac, who they are, what they are. That is a government-sponsored entity. They're purchasing mortgages, mortgage-backed securities, packaging them up, doing lots of different things. But they're a government-sponsored entity. It's not a specific bank throwing their rate out there for you, not a specific mortgage lender throwing their rate out there for you. That's why I love following that link, because it's impartial. They're giving you the average 30-year fixed across the country from different locations, different down payment types, whatever it may be, right? So that is a really good representation. When you go online, and what we're going to talk about today is you're going to click on, say, a mortgage calculator, and unfortunately, there is wide variances between website to website when you look and see click on mortgage calculator. See what interest rate they've populated for you before you type in any info. And even when you type in info, it's still not necessarily the case, even if you're given the credit score, even if you're given the down payment, even if you're given all these things. Because the market moves daily. The market even moves hour by hour. You could have an interest rate posted in the morning that could be worse or better in the afternoon. Rates move. You have to understand the rates do move. Typically, most lenders would lock in your interest rate once you actually have a contract and an address to tie it to. Now, when you're going in online and you're budgeting, maybe you don't have that property yet, but you're trying to budget, my advice to you is go to that link below, find the average 30-year fixed according to Freddie Mac, and add a 0.5%, 0.5%. If you go above, that would be a good rate without paying any points, without paying any additional fees to get it. And that's slightly above the market, which is exactly where I want you to be for your budget. I tell every single client that comes through, I want to show you a worst case, not a best case. I don't want to show you something, a bait and switch, and oh my gosh, here's this great rate that only 1% of the borrowers qualify for, but oh, sorry, hey, not available anymore, here's this other thing, right? So I want you to go in, eyes wide open, and say, okay, hey, if I'm budgeting at 4.5% and my lender offers me 4.25%, yeah, you might want to still consider, like, where's the market, get a second quote, whatever it may be. But at least from budgeting on what your monthly payment would be and what an actual rate is out there in the market, you have a really good understanding going in from day one, from minute one, when you speak to the lender. So be educated, be able to say, hey, the average 30-year fixed, according to Freddie Mac, what have you seen in the market? See how that lender responds. I'll also put a link below. Go look up the lender. You can actually look up the loan officer. You could go look me up or somebody else. NMLS, Consumer Access, you can go look up the loan officer. See if they were a barista 3 months ago or if they've been a loan officer for 10 years. That will mean a lot to understand the product, the terms, the product options they have, and putting your trust in that lender. So definitely use some of these resources, but really the meat and potatoes of today, what I want you to take away is that you need to understand how to budget. And if you go and look at that average 30-year fixed and you go slightly higher, that way without paying any additional points or anything else, you've got a good rate and a good understanding of what to budget for. So that is online versus actual rates. And yes, mortgage rates are up yet again, up to 3.92 according to that link from Freddie Mac. So that trend has definitely been up. I'll throw in a quick chart. That's continuing to be the trend. We're really looking for March 15th and March 16th with the next Fed meeting to really tell us how the rest of the year is going to play out. So thank you so much for tuning in to the Mortgage Minute. My name is Ryan Skaggs.